What are they doing in the
Paulson,
chambers?
we will inquire. We will inquire.
But why do you,
Honourable
but why
Paulson.
were you so arrogant? Couldn't you say that instead of telling me that's not the
Well,
gallery?
because I believe they're in
gallery's
gallery.
over there.
Honourable Paulson, I have now said we will inquire. Those gentlemen are protectors, and that is indeed in the gallery, although not clearly delimited, and that will be done in future. Thank you. Honourable Mente.
No, Speaker, can we do a proper demarcation, because this side is the House. Anyone who's not a member sworn in can't be on this side of the House. They must go sit there. We're members of the House here. We've been searched there. We're not carrying any firearms. We're not going to shoot anyone. Can they go sit that side and not sit with us this side? Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Dugmore.
But whose protectors are those, Deputy Speaker?
Honourable Pambu, I did not recognise you. Honourable Dugmore.
Thank you very much.
Please recognize me.
Honourable
Thank you very
Dugmore
much.
is on the floor.
Yeah, thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, this is a point of order. I believe that you have provided an explanation, and I think that if there are further concerns about your point about demarcation, this is a matter that the Rules Committee can discuss. I really don't think it's an issue that needs to be dealt with now. The explanation has been given, and I think that's adequate.
Thank you, Honourable Dugmore. That is what my ruling would have been now, that this matter be taken to the Rules Committee. It can also be discussed at the Chief Whip's Committee. Chief
Honourable
Whip's Forum.
Speaker.
Honourable Maimane, is that a point of order?
It's a different matter, Honourable Speaker. It's just the President did not answer my question. He gave a similar
Honourable
response to the previous one.
Honourable Maimane, you know full well that it is the President's prerogative to answer the question in the way that he sees fit, and you can write to the President if you have any further clarity. Honourable members, I have now ruled on this matter. I'm not taking any. Honourable Chilinga, no. Honourable member, this is now the second time that after every ruling I've made, you want to challenge the ruling. You know how to challenge the ruling. It is not here. Honourable member, I do not recognise you any further. We will now proceed. We will now, Honourable Makaula, honourable members, I have now ruled on this matter, and I cannot entertain, in terms of the rules, I cannot entertain any other further comments on that particular matter. Honourable member of the EFF, what is your point?
It's a separate matter, Speaker. You just said they are protectors. Who are they protecting? They are protectors of who? Didn't tell us.
They are the protectors of either the President or the Deputy President, who is
So you don't know.
No, but you must be certain, Speaker.
You must be
Honourable
specific.
Pambu?
Are they
We don't know
protecting the
who are they
President or
protecting.
protecting the Deputy President? We can't just have people
Honourable
here in
member,
Parliament
I'm not
and we
now
don't know
in
who
a
they are.
discussion with you. I can obtain whether they are indeed the President's
Please
protectors
obtain,
or
Speaker.
the,
Yeah, I
if
want
that
to know.
will make you
Everyone
happy,
who's
we
there
will
must
do
be
that.
accounted
Honourable
for.
Pambu,
Everyone
I
who's
have
there
not
must be accounted
recognised
for.
you.
I asked to be recognized.
I will recognise you now. What is your point of order?
Deputy Speaker, there mustn't be people in the House there who are not accounted for. You can't just say they're protectors. Who are they protecting? You
Honourable
don't know.
Pambu,
You are a presiding officer. You are the
Honourable
one who's in
Pambu,
charge
you
of
are
that
now
House. But
dealing
I'm
with a
making my
matter
point.
on which I have now already expressed myself.
Yeah, but we're
Could I
putting
please
a point
ask
of
the
order
Chief
on
Whip
you.
of the EFF to instruct your members on the actual
No,
rules?
you can't tell
of
our
the-
Chief Whip
Honourable
to
Pambu,
instruct
I am
me.
now
The Chief
cautioning
Whip will
you,
instruct me.
Honourable Pambu.
Point of order, Speaker.
Makula.
Point of
Honourable
order, Speaker.
Makula. Honourable Malema, your member is on the floor.
Thanks, Deputy Chair. Mina ngisuka eNanda, angigadwe emuntu. What about here? Nami kusho ukuthi angize nama-protector ami kabazongigada la.
Honourable Makula,
Ungagadwa kanjani emzini wakhe enganeni zakho?
I have already ruled on this matter. I do not entertain further
No,
discussions.
abaphume laba
Honourable
bayemnyango.
Makula, we will now proceed. I will obtain the information whether it is indeed the Deputy President's protectors or the President's protectors. Honourable Paulson, I have ruled on this matter. Honourable Mkola. Honourable Mkola. Order.
The president's hand have been up. Please
Honourable
recognize the president of the EFF.
Honourable Klangwini, I have not recognised you. We will now proceed with the next question. Question number 11 has been asked by the Honourable...
I said point of order and you said you recognize me.
Honourable Malema, what is your point of order? Is it a new point of order?
Why? Let me speak. Don't ask me if it's a new point of order or not.
Yes, I may ask you whether it's a new point of order. You don't have a speaking opportunity.
Allow me to speak. You are not going to do that thing of marshalling us as if you are marshalling your gardeners.
Honourable Malema, I am cautioning you.
Listen to me, kids. I want to speak.
No,
listen
Honourable Malema, I will not listen to you if it is not a point of order or a point of privilege.
I said point of order.
Honourable Malema, I am...
Point of order.
Good. What is your point of order? Refer me to the rule.
The point of order is you can't say the president has got a right and a prerogative to answer the questions the way he likes. It's like he doesn't have such a prerogative. He's duty bound to answer questions to the satisfaction of the members of parliament. Because this is not just passing time session. That's where we're going to get proper, real, legitimate answers. So if honorable member says, the president has not answered my question, you cannot answer that for president. President must decide whether he has answered that question or he thinks he can do much better. You can't say he's got a prerogative. He doesn't have.
Malema, if you can point me to the exact rule and wording that states that it must be to the satisfaction and liking of the member, I could consider it. But at this point, you did not, and there is no such specific recommendation in the rules or stipulation. We will now proceed, and Honourable Malema, Malema, I've now dealt with the matter.
Yeah, you must also refer me to the rule that says he's got a prerogative. Why do you want people to show the rule and you don't show
Honourable
the rule?
Malema, I have now ruled on this matter.
You are an elected person like all of us.
Honourable Malema, I'm cautioning you. You will be removed.
You can't question me, I'm removed already. What do you mean you can
Honourable Malema, I am now going to remove you from the platform.
You've been bullying EFF here with your racism.
Please remove the Honourable Malema from the
white
platform.
Made them bullying the EFF. You think your whiteness gives you...
On a point of order, Speaker. Deputy Speaker.
Honourable Pambu, I have not recognized you. We will now proceed. Honourable Pambu, I will not recognize you now.
The point of order. We have been raising our hands.
We will now, and Honourable Klangwini, I'm cautioning you now. We will now remove you from the platform.
Deputy Speaker, order.
No.
What is your
Can
point,
you please bring back the president? Why are you removing the president? He was still on the podium. Please.
I have removed him
Bring back the
because
president.
I've cautioned him.
What you are doing is wrong. This is not your house.
Please remove that member on the
Just do as you please.
Honourable members, we can continue and you will all be removed. Honourable Mente, what is your point of order?
Speaker, you have started again with your unfairness. We took this matter of you, and it was particularly you that said a minister here has a prerogative, and we took that matter to the rules. We deliberated on it for the whole night. We left here early hours of the morning talking about that, and we said it must never happen again. It's still happening, and you are saying people have got prerogative. There is no such a thing. We took it to the Rules Committee. I'm a member of Rules. We deliberated on that, and we said it must not. Members of the executive, including the president, they must account, they must answer questions as they are asked. Because the next thing the president can stand up and say, I don't want to answer. And you're going to say, he has answered, he doesn't want to. No. If the member says a specific matter has not been dealt with, that specific matter must be dealt with to the satisfaction of the member, because we represent the people here.
Thank you, Honourable
We don't represent
you
ourselves.
have made your point. Honourable Skosana.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
On a point of order,
Honourable Klangwini, there is someone on the floor.
I've been raising a point of order even before.
Honourable Klangwini, I have not recognized you. Honourable Skosana, please proceed.
Yeah, no, Deputy Speaker, we acknowledge the matter that is raised by Honourable Mente. However, the rules in their current form they don't stipulate that, as you correctly indicated earlier, that there's no section when you requested Honorable Malema to refer you to the specific section and clause that says a minister or a president or a deputy must answer to the satisfaction of the member. So we don't have that in the rules. As much as the rules committee debated the matter, but the rules have not been amended. So we're using the rules in their current form. So that matter doesn't stand. Deputy Speaker, thank you.
Indeed. Thank you, Honourable Member. Honourable Members, I'm not going to entertain any more points of order. We will now proceed with the matters of the House.
On a point of order,
Honourable
Deputy Speaker, I have been...
What is your specific point of order?
I have been calling a point of order even before this member.
Now,
and you're
please
not going to tell me, you're not going to tell me how to speak, when to speak, and how to say it, what I want to say. One, there is, members have been pointing out there's protectors in the House with firearms. You don't even stop the House and let those protectors be removed. So you have now opened the House to say that protectors can come in with their firearms. So why are we not stopping this House that all of us go and get our protectors and our firearms? Two, the President have not answered the question. He have not answered the question. He is running away with answers the whole afternoon, and you have been shielding him in holding him to account to answer questions. What is this that we are busy with?
Honourable Ntlangwini, thank you very much. Your point has been made. Honourable Ntlangwini, your point has now been made. You are now making a whole speech. I'm now recognising the Deputy Chief Whip of
you are
the ANC.
bully. You want to keep and shield this man
On a
from
point of order, Deputy Speaker.
Honourable Ntlangwini, you are bullying the whole...
Honourable Ntlangwini, I'm cautioning you. Please remove the Honourable Ntlangwini from the platform.
Will not tolerate this bullying.
Please remove the Honourable Ntlangwini from the platform. Honourable Lakude.
Thank you very much, Honourable Deputy Speaker.
No. Deputy Speaker.
Honourable Pambu,
Ntlangwini
I'm now cautioning you, Honourable Pambu. This is now the third time that you are not recognised. Please remove the Honourable Pambu from the platform.
People before me. What?
Please remove the Honourable Pambu. Yes, Honourable Lakude.
Honourable Deputy Speaker, I want you to invoke Rule 69, gross disorderly conduct. Rule 69 says members may not engage in grossly disorderly conduct in the House and its forums, including deliberately creating serious disorder or disruption. This is what is currently happening in the House. There are members who keep on disrupting, not even acknowledging your rulings. So if the members are not happy with the responses by the President or your rulings, they know what to do. They must write to the Rules Committee.
Please recognize me after that member.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. On the issues of the protectors, you already made a ruling that you decide on the demarcation in the future. So that matter should not arise. So your decision must be respected.
Thank you, but I have already ruled on that matter. Honourable members, I am not now recognising any further points. Honourable Dlamini, I am not recognising you. You are, as the Honourable Lakude has indicated, very close to falling foul of Rule 69, and we will now proceed. Please remove the Honourable Dlamini from the platform.
Honourable Speaker, recognize members of the EFF. It's very wrong what you are doing, Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members of the EFF.
Can you please recognize members of the EFF?
Don't call us members of the
recognize
EFF.
members of the
EFF. I have now
it's wrong what you are doing.
Honourable members
of Parliament.
Honourable member, I am now cautioning you.
Recognize members of the EFF.
Honourable member, please. Honourable members, I am not recognising any more members because these matters are now very much in line of gross orderly misconduct. Honourable members of the EFF, I have now ruled I am not going to entertain these matters any further. We will now proceed with the right of members who have submitted questions, and what you do not understand or perhaps not realise, that there's a limited time to the questions that can be asked. You have another question that has to be asked. It will not be asked in time because you are wasting time. You are now going to not allow one of your members or be prejudice one of your members not to be able to ask the question that they want to ask. So please take that into consideration. We will go up to 5 o'clock, and that is in terms of the rules. Honourable Member, I will not recognise you now. I have now ruled.
Speaker,
And it is
please
time that you do
recognize us.
respect the House.
Please recognize me, Speaker.
I have said, Honourable Member, I am not recognising any points now. We will now proceed with the business of the House. Please remove the Honourable Mailola.
Please recognize me.
Please remove the Honourable Mailola. You are now disrupting the House.
I recognize us, Speaker.
Please remove the Honourable Mailola.
Deputy Speaker. Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Please remove the Honourable Mokwele.
But Speaker, why are you removing our members,
Remove the
Speaker?
Honourable Mailola.
Why are you removing Honorable Mailula? Is it against the
They
rules
are
to raise on a
now
point of order?
in contempt of the chair. And I will then remove you. Honourable Member, you are now in contempt. I have said I do not recognise any points of order now. You also, Member. We will now proceed.
Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker.
Point of order, Deputy Speaker. This is
Honourable
the
Member,
chief
we
whip
will
of the
go
EFF.
through all of you because
Can
you are now
recognize
in
me, please?
contempt.
Deputy Speaker, I'm raising on a point of privilege, please.
Deputy Speaker, can you recognize me,
Honourable
please?
members, you will now be removed from the platform. You are now impeding in the work
Deputy
and the
Speaker,
rights
can
of
you
all the other
recognize me,
members.
please?
No, I'm not recognizing you. I have indicated that we will now proceed, and you are now
But
in
it is
contempt.
wrong what you're doing, Deputy Speaker.
Honourable members,
Issues
you can
have been
take that
raised
to
here.
the Rules
You
Committee.
have people that are not known in
Honourable
the House.
members, table, please remove Alderman.
Deputy Speaker, how do you remove the chief whip from the EFF? We are removing the chief whip.
You are not going to do
We are
that.
removing the chief whip of the EFF and trying to assist you, Deputy Speaker.
You are not going to do that.
Deputy Speaker, we're trying to assist you. Let us assist
We
you.
will now
I'm raising on a
remove
point of
you.
privilege.
Honourable Nolachungu, we will now remove you from the platform.
You're removing me for what, Deputy
This is
Speaker?
not your house.
Raising on a point of privilege.
This is not your house.
Raising on a point of privilege, Deputy Speaker. It's not a point of order. I need a point of privilege, please.
We're not going to turn this house into a dictatorship.
Honourable
Deputy
Lekapi,
Speaker.
you will
We're not
now
going to allow you to turn this house into a
Deputy
dictatorship.
Speaker. No.
It's very wrong what you're
Honourable
doing, Speaker.
Honourable Mente, I am not
It's
now
wrong what
taking
you're doing,
Honourable
Speaker.
Deputy
Please
Speaker.
remove those
We're
members.
calling order on you.
You are removing me
Order
for
on
what? For
you,
raising
Speaker.
on a point of
Order on
privilege.
you.
Please not me.
It's very
You
wrong
can't
what you're
remove
doing.
also the whip of the EFF.
That's why
You've just
EFF
removed
is losing
Honourable
support.
will now be removed.
EFF is
And you are
losing
trying to
support because of your chaotic
up, you.
behavior.
Shut up, nonsense. You shut up.
We're not Dagmo. You think we're in a
members,
Why are you losing support
when ANC? Deputy Speaker.
Honourable members of the EFF.
This is how they behave.
Honourable
You are abusing your powers,
Honourable
Speaker.
Letsie,
You are abusing your powers,
Honourable
Speaker. We're
Montwedi.
calling order on you. You are abusing your powers.
Honourable
You are
member,
targeting members
Honourable
of the
member,
EFF. You are targeting members of the EFF here. It's very wrong what you're doing, Speaker. We're not going to allow you. We're not going to allow you to do that. It's not a dictatorship here. It's not a dictatorship.
That's why the
You
EFF
said
is
you want
losing
to tell us who
support.
are they protecting.
Shut up, you.
EFF is losing support because of
Honourable
your behavior.
members, we will now proceed.
Speaker, you said you're going to get back to
Honourable
us.
Niaus, I have said that I will not take any further points of order.
You can't tell us what to
You are not going to make up your own rules here. Those
You can't
protectors
tell us
must
what
go.
to do.
Honourable Lekapi, you
We're
will now
not
be
going to allow
removed.
you to make up your own rules. Those protectors must go.
Honourable member,
We're not in a military state here. This is not a military.
Honourable member. Indeed, it is not. So please stop behaving as if it is like that. Honourable member, please leave the chamber.
No more.
Abuse your powers.
You are abusing your powers.
Speaker, I've been raising my hand for the past 10 minutes.
We
For the past 10 minutes, I've been raising my hand.
abusing your
Can I be recognized, please?
Honourable Mohale, please leave the chamber.
I'm not going.
Sergeant at Arms, please assist the Honourable Mohale to leave the chamber.
Speaker.
Punt van orde, adjunct speaker.
Please.
Speaker, you said you are going to get back to us in terms of who are these people protecting. You are the one who said that.
Honourable
You have
Member.
not done so.
Honourable Member, at what point did I have time to do that with you taking points of order every time?
Please find out. We want to know
Honourable
who are they
Member.
protecting.
But would you then allow me the time to do that? Well, thank you very much.
How
Why
long?
would you
After how long?
protect a toothless dog? Why would you do that?
Whilst I'm waiting for that reply, we will proceed. And please, Honourable Sergeant or Sergeant at Off, please remove the Honourable Mohale. Thank you. We will now go to Honourable Chairman. No, I'm not taking any further points of order. You are now in contempt.
Deputy Speaker, can I speak?
Honourable Motwedi, you were supposed to be removed from the platform.
For what now?
Because I said no further points of order. Honourable Pambu, I have ruled no further points of order.
This is Honourable Tambo. House
Tambu,
Chairperson.
yes, sorry, my apologies. Pambu was on the platform. Yes, Honourable
Yes,
Member.
thank you very much. I think we must register our displeasure, number one, on the presence of security personnel here, which you said you'll get back to us about, and you are not doing so. You are removing members one by one. That's the first point. They are not democratically elected to be here. And if the president feels unsafe with his own colleagues, why is he sitting on that podium? Why doesn't he address us virtually? Because we were elected with him in the 2024 elections. He's bringing protectors here to protect him from whom? It's grossly disorderly. It's not representative of a democracy that is peaceful, that has political tolerance. That reflects him fearing us as political parties. So why is he continuing to do that? Those protectors must leave the House. And the second thing, Speaker, your conduct today reminds us of Baleke Mbete, reminds us of the one who's in court now, Nosviwe Mapisa Ngakula. And speakers who have conducted themselves the way you've conducted themselves have been remembered badly by history. You are protecting misconduct, you are protecting irregular things in this parliament by having securities here sitting with us. Ask them to leave, or ask the president, who's their principal, to ask them to leave. We are not feeling safe or comfortable having people here who are not elected here. Ask them to leave and we can proceed peacefully with the proceedings of this House.
Honourable Member, thank you. Honourable Members.
Honourable Deputy Speaker.
Honourable Members.
Speaker, on a point of order.
Honourable Member, I am on the floor. And you have now referred to the matter, Honourable Tambu, that at this point, that you now see the presiding officer as the same as other presiding officers. The fact of the matter is, Honourable Member, that this is about two-way respect. Whether you respect yourself, the House, the other members. You cannot not respect the House and expect of the presiding officer to ignore it because you're shouting. Honourable Members, I am on the floor.
Sorry,
I
Chair.
have said,
get respect. Uyasithuka lo usamagwala.
Honourable Member,
ngicela ukhulume naye.
I will deal with that matter now. I have, Honourable Chair.
Nathi sizoza-ke nabantu abazosigada la.
Honourable Nkola, I have said right when the matter was raised by the Honourable Paulson that I will inquire who the two gentlemen are. I have received a reply that that is indeed part of the gallery, although not clearly demarcated. Then there was, Honourable Paulson, then there was another question on whose protectors those are, which I will find out, but you do not give me the opportunity to do so, because you have points of order upon points of order to the fact, or to the point that you have now disrupted the House and we have 35 minutes left for two questions. So my apologies to the rest of the members who have submitted and prepared their questions, but we will not go beyond 5 o'clock, which is stated in the rules. Honourable Member, what is your point?
Deputy Speaker, the problem is that you keep going back on your undertaking not to entertain any further frivolous points of order.
But why are you speaking? Why are you speaking? Are you not undermining the Speaker's ruling yourself?
Honourable Member, I did not recognise you, and please switch off your microphone.
He's complaining about...
Avenue, M11 South. Who's been falsely accused of not answering the questions. He's not been given that opportunity. I ask that you stick to your
why are you allowing
Rule 69
Why
as
are you
referenced
allowing
by Honourable Zakude.
Honourable Member, I have ruled on that. Honourable Members, I did not refer to those points of order. Honourable Makula, this is now enough. I did not refer to frivolous points of order. It was a matter that members were raising points of order based already on a ruling that I have made, which is against the rules. So that was my point, because it was going over and over on the same matter. Honourable Chirwa, I'm not going to recognise you now. I am on the floor. We will now proceed. Honourable Kaula.
Honourable Deputy Speaker, I've been waiting for you to recognise me.
Honourable Member, I cannot see who you are.
Ndicela recognize Deputy Speaker. Andingo Honourable Chirwa, ndicela recognize. Ndicela ubuza into yokubana kutheni ukhupha ii-members ze-EFF phayana kwi-virtual platform bonke nabangathethanga abaphakamise izandla zabo abafuna uthetha wena uba recognize phayana. And kudala sikunike ixesha elininzi mebiphelile i-hour apha sibuze uba ngobani abayana. For wena into yokokubana uthi akhange sikunike ixesha elaneleyo lokuba ukhangele into yokokubana ngobani abayana ayonyani leyo. So ke ngoku ndicela into yokokubana usixelele i-hour iphelile wena ukhangelana nabantu thina masihlale i-hour apha eParliament sihlale nabantu esingayaziyo uba ngobani kuba wena okokoko i-hour le uyabaza aba bantu ngobani na and uthi asizithathi serious.
You are now making a speech. I have removed those members on the Honourable Member, you are now making a speech. Honourable Member, Honourable Gilisha, I'm now cautioning you. Honourable Gilisha, I'm cautioning you, please leave the chamber. Honourable Gilisha, please leave the chamber. Honourable Member, please leave the chamber. Honourable Member,
Deputy Speaker, I'm still waiting for you to recognize
please remove the member, assist the member to leave the chamber.
Deputy
Honourable
Speaker, I'm
members,
still
you
waiting for
are
you to recognize
indeed
me.
now, my apologies on the platform, but your own members are now interrupting you. Honourable Gilisha. I am not taking any points of order now because you are now going over the same matter. And no, Honourable Member, I have now ruled, Honourable Mente, I have now ruled, we will not proceed on this matter. I will get information whether those protectors are the presidents or the deputy presidents.
How long are we going to have unknown people? This is not a military state. Are we in a war here that the president must be protected? Are we in a war?
Let's remove people who are speaking without...
It's not also a rally. What is the president scared of? Are we in a war here?
Shut up, you! Shut up, you!
President, what are you scared of? What are you scared of?
Are you all contesting to be Julius deputy, Lonzi?
Is this a military
Why are
state?
you removing all our members from the platform?
But Speaker, I'm still waiting for you to recognize me.
You are abusing your powers.
Speaker, I'm still waiting for you to recognize me. I've been raising my hand.
us.
I'm waiting for you, Deputy Speaker, to recognize me. My hand has been up for almost an hour. Deputy Speaker, if you are unable to preside over the meeting,
Honourable
maybe you might
members,
vacate the chair and give it to someone
Honourable
else.
members
Because
on
we've
the
been raising our
platform,
hands here, you don't want to recognize
you are
us.
now interrupting the proceedings, and I'm therefore ruling that you will all now be removed from the platform. So
Who is
that
on?
proceedings
Speaker, I'm
can
asking for you to recognize me.
proceed.
That's all I'm saying.
My
I'm asking for you
reply
to
to the
recognize me.
question on the protectors. Honourable Mente, would you give me the opportunity to reply on the protectors? Thank you so much. Honourable members, we will now proceed. Honourable Mente, we will now proceed.
No, Deputy Speaker, you have removed Mushala, Mkondo, Matulelwa, and other members of the EFF that have not spoken, that have not unmuted themselves without you recognizing them. And you now just said you are going to remove everyone on the platform. There's no such a rule, and that is wrong. Please allow all the members of the EFF back on that virtual platform because they did not say anything. Please allow them back. They need to participate.
Honourable Member, my apologies. I said that they will be, I wanted to say they would be muted. That is to keep the House in order and to proceed.
No, but that is not also allowed. It's in the rules.
Then please take it
You
to the
allow
rules.
people to participate. If you don't feel like they must speak, then you tell them that you are not going to allow them to speak. But you can't just mute the platform. They might as well be.
On a point of order,
But who recognized you, Comrade Dagmo? Who recognized you? We have our hands up here to...
I have recognized him. I said, Honourable Dagmo, I have not yet recognized him.
Rule 69, which our Deputy Chief Whip raised before. Rule 69. We do not need this kind of behavior in a parliament of the Republic of South Africa. And it's no wonder the EFF is losing support election by election. So I want to ask for Rule 569 and that we have an investigation into this conduct which is bringing this House into a disgrace. That's all.
Honourable Dagmo, you are not assisting. Honourable members, I will indeed refer this matter to the Speaker for referral to the powers and privileges for every member who was in contempt of the rules of this House, the procedures of this House, and the respect for the presiding officer. I will also refer it in terms of Rule 69, which is very specific and which the Powers and Privileges Act refers to. That will be done. We will now proceed. Honourable Pandu,
thank you.
We are now proceeding because you are now interfering with other members' right to ask questions.
No, thank you, Deputy Chair. I think I'd like to first begin by expressing my appreciation for your ability to self-correct, because it means you have considered now that the presence of those strangers here was wrong. The challenge now that exists is that you removed members of parliament in defense of those strangers. Can we allow members of parliament who were raising the issue that you have now conceded to return to the House so we can return to the normal business of this state? They were removed in defense of those people.
Honourable
Those people
Member,
are now
no.
gone.
Honourable
Can we
Member,
have members of parliament return to the House?
I removed them because they showed contempt for the presiding officer. That is why they were removed. We will now proceed. Question 11 has been asked by the Honourable Modise Mpaya.
Speaker, we want to proceed, Speaker. But you said you're going to get back to us on who are those people protecting. That's all we are looking for, and then we can proceed.
My apologies, Mr. President. The one, as I said, was a protector of the President and one of the Deputy President. And now, may we proceed? Honourable President. Honourable President, no, Honourable Mente. Honourable Mente, you are now disrespecting the presiding officer. You are, and I'm now going to caution you because we are now proceeding with the business of this House. Honourable Member, I have just ruled on that I locked them out because of contempt for the chairperson or the presiding officer. Honourable Mente, we will now proceed. Honourable President.
Point of order, Deputy Speaker.
Honourable members, I have instructed that members on the platform be muted.
Deputy Speaker.
Honourable members, I'm not entertaining any points of order. Honourable Mente, you are now in direct contempt of my ruling, and I will ask you to leave the House.
No.
Honourable
You must
Mente,
bring back the members you locked out because they asked who are those gentlemen.
Mente, I
You
have
just
now-
took those gentlemen out,
Well, Honourable Mente,
confirming that we were correct. Yet our
Honourable Mente, I've said I have removed them because of contempt for the presiding officer. It is in the rules. Honourable Mente, please leave the chamber. Sergeant at Arms, please assist Honourable Mente. Honourable Member, what is your point? And may I also refer you to the rule that says that you may not intervene while a member is being removed from the House? I also want to caution the members of the ANC, please no comments. We will now proceed. The President, Honourable Makula.
Our government has emphasized the importance of...
House Chair.
Honourable President, my apologies. What is your point of order, member?
The first problem, Chair, here is that I raised my hand and then you said to me, I cannot interrupt whilst a member is being removed from the House. I then said to you, no problem, I'm going to wait. And you said you're going to come back to me. And you did not come back to me. And you went back to the President. And that's what you've been doing with other members as well, even on the virtual platform, where you note members, you don't go back to them, and then you say they're in contempt of you, of the House. Or
Honourable Lonzi, I did not recognize you just before
you
President.
Did.
In fact, I replied to you and you were quite satisfied with the reply that I gave you. Honourable Lonzi, we will now proceed.
House Chair, can you provide us with the list of these members that you are saying were in contempt? Because we have the strong view that your definition of contempt, based on this simple explanation I just gave you, is extremely flawed. And you are very impatient, Chair. I don't know why you are so impatient.
Honourable Lonzi, that is now not a point of order.
Can you please
Honourable Lonzi, if you do know the rules and if you do know the powers and privileges procedure, you will know that a list of names will be attached.
Attached where?
To the charge. So, Honourable Lonzi, that is not a point of order. It is dismissed and we will now proceed. Honourable
Point of order, Chair. You say they are going to be attached to a list of charges. Which charges? Because you still have to refer the matter to the Powers and Privileges Committee.
It will be in that letter to the Speaker.
But they are the ones who formulate charges. You are predetermining the process. Which charges are their names going to be attached to? The charges must be developed by the Powers and Privileges Committee.
That is not a point of order for now.
When you say attached to the charges, you...
Honourable Member, you are now also absolutely disrespecting the presiding officer. There will be a list of names attached to the letter to the Speaker, which might lead to charges. Honourable Lakude.
That's how you should have phrased it.
Thank you very much, Honourable Deputy Speaker. I think we need to be protected as members of Parliament. There are members who pose questions to the President and they are waiting for him to respond. I want you, Honourable Speaker, to invoke Rule 69, which says, I'm reading the sub-rule now, members may not repeatedly undermining the authority of the presiding officer or repeatedly refusing to obey rulings of the presiding officer or repeatedly disrespecting and interrupting the presiding officer while the letter is addressing the House.
Thank you, Glakudi. That is what I said a bit earlier, that you are now infringing on the rights of other members who have submitted questions. And you are quite correct, as I've also said, this matter will be referred in terms of Rule 69 to the Speaker for referral to the Powers and Privileges Committee. Honourable President, please proceed.
As you wish, Honourable Deputy Speaker.
Just a quick one, Chair. It's for your assistance.
There isn't something like a quick one, Honourable Lonzi. I did not recognise you.
Chair.
What is your point of order?
No, it's in a very constructive manner. Can you keep quiet?
Honourable Lonzi.
Chair, the people on the virtual platform are muted, all of them. So can they be unmuted so that they can be able to participate in this session? I'm not disrupting.
Honourable Lonzi,
All of them are muted.
Honourable Lonzi,
including those who are not removed.
Honourable Member, if they are on the platform, they can still raise their hands. They don't have to switch on their microphones. Honourable Beasley.
Thanks, Deputy Speaker. The people deserve better than this Parliament, Speaker. There are so many people unemployed at the moment looking at these people and they're saying this is absolutely chaos. It's chaos. People deserve better. People deserve to hear from the President. He's got valid questions to ask. 500 people are losing their jobs every hour. It is unacceptable.
Thank you, Honourable Beasley. The point is taken. Honourable Member, I'm not going to take any further points.
Deputy Speaker, when he refers to these people, who is he talking about?
Honourable,
he said these people. Who are these people he's talking about?
Honourable Skosana, what is your point?
Yeah, Honourable Speaker, my point is that you have made a ruling several times on this matter. Can you please allow the President to respond and don't entertain any hand that will be raised, either in the House or in the visual platform? Clear that members are raising frivolous points of order just to interrupt the President.
Honourable Skosana, no, I know, and I've ruled on that. But there are members who show absolute contempt for the presiding officer, and that is why they will be referred to the powers, to the Speaker for referral to the Powers and Privileges Committee. Honourable Paulson, is that if that is not a real point of order, I will also ask you to leave the chamber.
Speaker, with all due respect, Speaker, a point of clarity. The member said these people. I know what these people mean. I know how racists like to refer to black people as these people. So I want him to clarify what these people. What?
Honourable Paulson, sit down for what? Honourable Paulson, you speak through the Speaker, and I will have to consult the Hansard, so you're not going to go into a discussion or argument with a specific member. It is a point of order that is raised to the presiding officer, and I will then deal with it. Honourable President, please proceed. Honourable Kaula. Honourable Kaula. Honourable Member. Honourable Member. Order. Mr. President.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker.
Point of order, House Chair.
Honourable Lonzi, I am now cautioning you. You are now raising frivolous points of order, and I'm going to ask you to leave the chamber because you are interrupting proceedings.
No,
Please
no,
leave the
Speaker.
chamber, Honourable Lonzi. You are now interrupting business of this House. Please leave the chamber.
Chair, you don't know what I want to say.
I am now
It's on a
ruling
very
because you
separate
are
matter from this one.
You are interrupting proceedings now. You are frivolous. Honourable Paulson, I will also rule that you leave the chamber.
It's on a separate matter.
Honourable Lonzi, I have now ruled.
What are you ruling on? Because you don't know what I have to say.
I have now ruled because I said no points of order. We allow the President to continue with his question.
You can't rule that there will never be
Lonzi,
point of
please leave the
order.
chamber.
Which rule are you referring to, Chair? Because I'm saying I'm raising a
Sergeant at
separate
Arms,
point.
Please assist the Honourable Lonzi.
I'm not repeating this point. I'm raising a separate point.
Sergeant at Arms, please remove
I'm raising
the
a separate
Honourable.
point here, Chair.
I have ruled no points of order while the President is now completing
You're very
his
impatient
answer.
today. I don't know why.
Honourable Lonzi. Honourable Paulson, you should know the rules that you may not interrupt while a member is being removed from the chamber. I am now ruling that there will be no points of order. We have exactly 10 minutes left. You are now seriously disrupting procedures. Honourable Paulson, I have now ruled. Honourable Paulson, I have now ruled. Honourable President, please proceed with the answer.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker.
Speaker, ngenhlonipho, with your respect, please, my Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
I first have to recognize you, Honourable Makaula.
Yes.
And what is your point of order?
Ngiyabonga. Bengisho ukuthi akethi upresident ulale athi kuma kancane nje sasitshela ngezase Ukraine. Ngabe uthini ngalezi ngane zase Dalton ezu3 ezibulawe amabhunu egayisa ngemoto ethi
Honourable Makaula. Your point, Honourable Mkaula, I'm now cautioning you. I know you only have 5 minutes to wait before you go home, but I could make it a bit earlier. We will now proceed. Honourable President.
Honourable Deputy Speaker, I must tell you.
Deputy Speaker.
I feel.
Deputy Speaker.
I feel abused.
Deputy Speaker.
I really do feel
Honourable members.
You didn't feel like that when Trump was abusing you in the White House. Why didn't you feel abused in the White House? You're abused by your own colleagues in South Africa.
I'm here to
They abused you in the White House. You come to call abuse here. It's wrong what you're doing, President.
Honourable President,
you were abused with disinformation in the White House. You accuse us of abuse.
Proceedings this afternoon.
No,
Honourable Matiasi, you have just come in. Are you the enforcement? You have just arrived and now you have a point of order. What is your point of order?
Honourable Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker.
Please raise your point of order.
My point of order is you forced me off the virtual line and you compelled me to get into the house physically. That's the embarrassment you have brought to this house. There's a number of members who are allowed to be physically in the house. But because of your own decision to...
Honourable Member, that is not relevant to the President's
to the discussions
answer right now. Honourable Matiase. Honourable Matiase. The question about who embarrasses who is an open question. We will now proceed. I will not recognise your point of order. It is not a point of order. It is a matter of discussion. And you can write to the Speaker about this. Orders have already been given. Rulings have been given. I will not entertain any further points of order from you, either from you, Honourable Paulson. We have exactly 4 minutes left. Honourable President. Honourable Makula, please leave the chamber. Honourable Makula, please leave the chamber. Sergeant at Arms, please assist the Honourable Makula to leave the chamber.
Deputy Speaker.
Honourable President, we have 3 minutes left, so it will at most then just be this answer of you, and then we will have to adjourn the House for the day, but I will refer this to the Speaker for further action. Honourable Makula, we will refer this for further action because these questions have asked and members have a right to hear the President replying to these questions.
We can give the President
EFF,
another 1 hour.
You have now, in terms of the Powers and Privileges Act, as well as the rules, prevented members from doing their work. That is a serious legal infringement, which we will address. Honourable President, if you would like to conclude, that would be most appreciated. Thank you. Honourable Makula, please leave the House. Honourable Makula, leave the House.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker.
Honourable Makula, Sergeant at Arms, please assist Honourable Makula out. Honourable Makula, you are now in serious contempt. Honourable Makula. Honourable Makula, please leave the chamber. My apologies, Honourable President. Please proceed.